Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, and above all, dear Harry. Ladies and gentlemen, Harry is presenting here things of beauty. You will see a museum. It is not spectacular. It is fine, very fine. It is distinguished. It is a thing of beauty. You will have a museum with prints. Prints, you know, are not spectacular. They are fine. The printing technique is special. You will see lithographies, you will see etchings, you will see dry points, aquatints. It are very direct techniques, allowing us to be close to the artist who was there once. This is not spectacular, but it are things of beauty. Of course, art will not save the world, surely not. But I do strongly believe that we have to cultivate things of beauty. I do strongly believe that we have to cultivate compassion, humanity, harmony. And from this perspective, art, of course, is very important. We are in this splendid building with this beautiful architecture. We are very close to Goya, Rops, Munch. 3 generations, they are in the 19th century. They are covering the whole 19th century. They are exploring, in the context of the 19th century, hidden emotions. They are exploring la condition humaine. And even if this was the 19th century, we can recognize this. This is very close to us, as these 3 artists are now so close to us. Los Caprichos was produced between 1797 and 1798. It is very unconventional from a stylistic point of view what Goya is bringing there. These engravings in that period from a stylistic point of view. It is a complaint against corruption of the church, very exceptional for that period. What Rops is bringing, almost in the 19th century, but in the mid of the 19th century and the second period, it is libertarian, you know that, on sexuality, for instance. It is very unconventional, as Los Caprichos was, as Goya was. But in the style of Rops, the style is romanticism, that's clear. He is in the middle of the 19th century. And then there is Munch. And Munch is a much more complete artist, as I think Rops was. And I think that the Munch collection, which is showed here, is one of the most important in the world concerning prints. It is a privilege here in Antwerp to receive this museum. It is offered. And Harry said, when I saw him, he said 3 things were important to do this. Of course, you need to be successful, this is clear. You need to have friends. And then there is the coincidence, you need to be lucky. But this is not complete. This is not a complete analysis. You also need to have passion, and then you need to have generosity. And this generosity is absolutely exceptional. The museum is well located next to the Eugène van Mieghem Museum. I have a dream when I see this. I have a dream. And I would like to address me to the vice mayor of the city of Antwerp with his attributions of culture. We have also a very interesting building here nearby, which is very close to the 19th century. It is the Museum Steen, not a museum, let us say the Steen. a castle which was restored in a kind of 19th century concept in the style of Viollet-le-Duc or something like that. Kind of Disney World, something like that. Okay. But I think that we have to reconsider the function of the steen so nearby the two museums which are anchored in the 19th century, the Eugène van Mieghem Museum and now the Museum De Reede. I think that we have to reconsider the concept of the steen, because it is possible to work out hereby 3 museums, bringing us the 19th century as a kind of Atlantis of the Schelde, which was here present and where we had a completely different city. You living here, as I am, of course, in 2017, you cannot imagine what it was here and how different it was here. Here were narrow streets. Here was a complete different city with a harbor in a medieval concept which was hereby. All this disappeared in the 1880s, and I think that from a conceptual point of view, it has some sense to bring together the 19th century in Antwerp here, and there are some milestones which are already present thanks to Erwin Joos, thanks to Harry Rutten. Thank you very much.